Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Murdered by Words, where we're going to be looking at the best insults, comebacks, and roasts on the internet, putting them all together, and just looking at people getting destroyed. And by the way, these aren't gloves, these aren't a fashion statement. I have carpal tunnel in both hands, so they're trying to heal it, I hope, because I can't type, and let's look. If you lock me in a room, how would you make my life depressing? Most detailed, descriptive answer gets gold. If locking you in a room doesn't make you depressed, I'd let you return to your regular life. It sounds like it's depressing enough already. I mean, I can't even make fun of this one because I'm pretty much in my room all day, every day. So, for those of you who went and got vaccinated, to go out and eat, to go to gyms, y'all feel stupid yet? Child just used her head as a wig stand and nothing more. SMH. Wait, what? What? Basically, I don't think this person understands that, like, you still had to get the vaccine. I think that probably did help against... Never mind. Apple suspends all product sales in Russia. I just threw out all my Apple stuff. Oh yeah? And then Twitter for iPhone. Is it a football account? Any football account on Twitter is just a troll account. It's just trolls, guys. Come on. Plus, if you threw out all your Apple stuff, you've already bought the Apple stuff. That'll show them, right? Americans fawn over Zelensky while he openly tries to push our country into a world war that will get millions of our people killed. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. This is a guy whose entire internet persona is based around complaining about the loss of national masculinity, but faced with a genuinely healthy example of it, he reveals that his gripes are all a pose for political ends. I mean, Zelensky, he's just he's fighting for his country. This guy just wants him to go, yep, you can have it, as long as you don't hurt America. All right, please. He's like, if it was your country, you'd just be like, no. The ruble is currently 0.012 Canadian dollars, I think, or 0.090 USD. What was it before the invasion? A currency. It's no longer to be fair, it's probably not even worth, right? Can you name the 7 countries that border Ukraine? If you can't, don't complain about Russia's wicked invasion. You're partially to blame. Ignorance leads to evil. You're partially to blame, you ignorant guy. What? Can you name any of my neighbors? If not, don't complain about me burglarizing and setting arson to any of their homes. You're partly to blame due to your ignorance. Ignorance leads to me stealing from homes and setting them on fire. You're partly to blame, you ignorant guy. That's a good comparison, though, to be fair. Like, you don't need to know Ukraine's borders to, think that it's a bad thing, right? Nigel Farage, Britain's most loved man. That was sarcasm. Why is Biden not in Europe taking the lead? Yeah? Because the European Union is in Europe taking the lead. You bollock-faced foghorn of ignorance. There, yeah. Breaking. The government of Poland sent a convoy of ammunition to Ukraine yesterday. On day 1, Poland opened its borders wide to Ukraine refugees. Now the Polish people are lining up on the football stadiums to donate blood to the people of Ukraine. That's pretty good. Did you just praise open borders? You see, I'm not gonna understand this one because I don't know who this guy is. But that's a nice thing from Poland. Nice. Sandbox says, at Caramel, you can't just identify as any gender you want, Lamau. Dylan replies, I think you should identify as someone more intelligent. Well, Dylan, it's really stupid that you think that you can just make yourself a different gender when you feel like it. Hocus Pocus, I'm now a woman. What are you gonna do about it? Cry? What's a Hocus Pocus? No, Hocus Pocus is a phrase used before casting a spell in fairy tale books. I can see why you wouldn't know, as you clearly haven't read many books during those early years of yours. Yeah, nice. Hocus Pocus. From my wife, who was born in Russia. NATO should just offer European citizenship to any Russian soldier who wants to defect. Within an hour, Russia will have no army. I feel like if Russia watched Western news as well, because I feel like, it's probably pretty hard to get, if they don't speak English especially, to get outside news, then they probably would. Men's height chart. Oh, this is going to be good. 5'2" to 5'5", a child. 5'5" to 5'7", a young boy. 5'7" to 5'11", a young man, and 6 foot and up, a king. What are we gonna get in the replies? Women weight chart. Oh, who could have seen that coming? 100 to 130 pounds, goddess. 131 to 150, queen. 151 to 170, whale. 171, wait, it goes from queen to whale? Wow, that's a fast jump. 171 to 190, mammoth. 190 plus, Ford F-150 extended cab 4x4 with Pro Tow package. Oh, you know. You messed up, mate. Unfollowed. Oh no. Oh no. This is not an airport. You don't need to PA your departure. Classic burn, classic murder. That's it. Ireland is this week condemning Russia for doing what Ireland has been doing for a century. Doesn't respect its neighbor, runs a hybrid war, supports terrorism through its history, and continues to threaten terrorism, uses every trick in the book to coerce its neighbor. Ah yes, Ireland, the country which has never invaded another country in all recorded history and was a colony of England for 900 years. Imperialism is a hell of a thing, kids. Is Ireland actually never in? Yeah, I guess it would be pretty hard. Does Ireland even have a big military? I guess it's probably not very big, right? Bacteria is a living thing, and a virus isn't. You cannot catch a virus. The only way to catch one is if it's injected into your body. Spoiler alert. Oh, they even gave us a spoiler alert. Your teacher always handed your test back to you face down, huh? They didn't want to hurt the feelings. Okay, so context for this is a sports arena announced they're no longer accepting cash. Okay. Well, if people would just boycott 1 or 2 games, that would put an end to that. But the sheep will go anyway. Just another freedom they are taking away. A lot of people are too blind to see what is coming. This is what our socialist government wants, so they can tax the working people into poverty. If you can't see this, you are blind. Bro, they just don't want to take cash. What? Ain't about being a sheep. Why would someone not have a bank account in this era? It's common in this area and in stadiums and arenas. They just want to monitor money faster, like as it comes in, and not have people tempted to steal out of drawer. Not a big deal. Yeah, makes sense, right? I read this as, times are changing and I'm scared of the big bad technology that we have used as our primary form of payment for over 30 years. Quit saying our government is socialist, it makes you look incredibly uneducated. Quit making this out to be some sort of government conspiracy so they can track your every dollar. You're not that important. Also, how the hell does paying with a debit card result in additional taxation unless you're being paid under the table and committing tax fraud by not filing? It sounds like you're breaking or skirting the law, and you're mad that the fraud you're committing is likely going to come to an end. Yeah, paper currency is dying. It's inefficient, dirty, and is much more likely to be used for illegal activities. I know you like to clutch your pearls, but nobody wants to wait in line at the concession stand while you count your pennies and yell at the poor kid just trying to sell you a pretzel. Yeah, I just use a card. It's easy. IR 101 final exam question. If country X sends soldiers and tanks into country Y without an invitation, what is that called? That's a very easy question. Depending on the country, if it is Russia, then it's definitely an invasion. Examples, Georgia, Ukraine. But if it's the USA, it's a liberation. Examples, Iraq, Syria, Libya, Panama, Cuba, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. It's just, you know, doing good, right? If you like that video and you want to see more like it, then subscribe if you haven't already. You know, it helps out a lot and it's just free and you can always unsubscribe if suddenly you're like, oh, this is terrible, right? And then click another one. Nice.